Welcome to making the Nirvana edit. So this is the layout of the track. The vocal is this part, which we're gonna do at the very end. Then the rest I'm gonna explain to you. So these are the drums, some loops that are drums too, but that I got from Logic from their library. I tend to use them a lot to create a consistency over my tracks. Uh, then we have all the synthesizers and the arrangement for them, the basses, and the little layers that I create. This is just the sidechain kick, which is used for the compression, like the kind of like noise. That's pretty much it. So we're gonna start up here with the drums. We're gonna listen to the record first, and then we'll, without the vocal, at the very end, we'll bring the vocal in. And yeah, so we're gonna listen from 1 to 33 without the vocal. Then we're gonna add the vocal in, and you'll hear the rest. And it's not sounding for some reason. So that is hilarious. Why? Why can't I? Oh, there we go. Ha ha. We'll be breaking step by step, sample by sample. The whole thing now. Okay, I'm gonna add the vocal here. Alright, so that's the record, like half of it with the vocals, the other half. So let's start with the drums. I'm just gonna, this part has pretty much everything, right? Actually, let's just do this, and I'll, one by one, we're gonna start muting. So I think this is a kick. Yeah, this I layer kicks, so this is number one. This is the second one. So together you have like a nice low end and a high like hit around like 1 or 500. So you see how like nice it layers to make it more big and consistent. This should be the snare. Yeah. So I usually run all my drums depending on, well, on the record, but they will run through this bus that I laying drums. It has a this particular settings for this one. I also usually run an extra plugin here, an exciter, but for some reason I didn't, so it's okay. So I have a EQ first, always, then I compress. This compressor in particular for the drums, like this combo, is my to-go. The parameters always change. The compression parameters usually don't, because this compressor does what it needs. It makes it just smack the drums. I also route some of the drums to where is it? Sidechain drums. So I sidechain some of my drums, like especially hi-hats, to open space for the kick and just create more openness. I do have a reverb drum. Is the chroma plugin default? I just tweak some of the parameters, and that's my room for the delay, for the reverb. Sorry, sounds like this. Look at the snare. All the green stuff from here is coming from Machine Native Instruments. It also has some post-processing on some, but or I'll edit them inside Machine with a sample feature, but it's not much. This should be starting the hi-hats. Yeah. So I also layer hi-hats a lot to create rhythms and melodies. And that's where I'll sidechain a lot of the drums. Mainly the hi-hats. If I have some percussions, I'll sidechain that. Or if I have a loop, like a break that I have here, I'll sometimes sidechain that to create bigger drums. The Machine samples that I have. And now this is a hi-hat loop called the Classic Disco Hi-Hat from Logic. Absolutely love it. Use it. These two samples I'll always use. And it brings consistency to my records, because since they're always in them, or a version of them is in them, it's pretty nice. So it's a very simple hi-hat pattern. Hang tight is the same, but a little harder. It's the same, but with a little open hi-hat. And last, I had this break that I removed the low end, but it sounds like this. And it is sidechain, so the actual break should sound like this. So we remove the whole low end, and the rest, all of the drums together sound like this. So you hear and you see there's like a lot of noise, and that's awesome. We actually wanted that. So there is the basic, like the green ones would be like the 4 to the 4, like the clean. You see there's pretty quantized, there's no much noise, and then this ones will add like the extra room that you need for the dirtiness of drums, like to be. And together create more natural. Sounds a lot more natural. So from here down, I can explain. All of this are the same synthesizer, Alchemy in Logic. So you can see, so Alchemy. It's pretty much the same preset. I just tweaked it and duplicated it because I like messing around separately. Then we have another Alchemy for like the guitar sound, the drum, another one for the bass. Another 2 for the bass, and then we do have this one. Doesn't even do anything, but this one is a Reactor 6. This one, laser bass, and it's just a small part of the song. Then we have another drums. This one is for the fill that you hear before the break. Has an amplifier that I love using in Logic, so the actual drum will sound like this. And this plugin in particular is very good to create like a dirty, like old, like kind of like sampled. It just sounds good. So, and from there, I'll show you the patterns. This is how the actual record started. From there, I created this melody that is then duplicated for the bass, the lead, the guitar part, and then it's just cutting it up in different portions and sections to create like the rhythms and the different, the different like parts. So let's start. Let's start with the first, the OG, and this I believe I actually did it in this piano. So the actual melody that I started with before the drums, before anything was this, before even the Nirvana part. The record's called 80's Merc for a reason. So there's some basic chords. It's just a rhythm, right? But then when you play it with this synthesizer in Alchemy, it's like a trance lead, smooth analog lead, unison. I use presets here because they're freaking awesome. And just tweaking it is pretty simple. I don't need to go in and do the whole big ass editing. I know what sound I want to have, so I just go and use it, right? So learn the libraries of synthesizers, like how the samples are used, like the names and stuff. It'll save you a lot of time instead of actually going and learning each time how to make everything from scratch, because then you're just gonna waste time if somebody already did the work for you. Make sense? That's why presets are good. So this is the same rhythm, but I removed the part of the chords, right? So the same chord pattern, but I removed the top two that I had from here. You see, and then I just removed like one of them. Then for the main part, you'll see that as same chord pattern, just one part. And the synthesizer adds the delay, the reverb, it creates the atmosphere, so it just creates a nice fat part. Like then you'll see here the bass is very simple, just rides the chords. And then in that part on top we only have, which is again Alchemy. Same, oh this is a different preset, but it actually sounds like this. I just have it muted like this. With an equalizer, pretty simple, cutting the frequencies, that's it. This has a different reverb, again a different preset I created for myself. It's pretty nice. That's with the bass. And underneath we have the same bass line as above, but in eighths to create the pattern. And everything together sounds like this, right? Then if we wanted to show the vocal what it actually was, first of all, I got the vocal from the internet. Don't do this. Don't release music that you do at least like this. So I went to YouTube, I searched Nirvana acapellas. This is the one that came out. I ripped it from there, got the audio, and I ripped the video, then got the audio from the video, and edited it to be able to manipulate the audio here, right? This is just for fun. I'm not selling this record. You know what I mean? The actual music that I can sell is this part. What I cannot use is the vocal, but the vocal I can use for like teaching you guys how to do stuff, or like how you can like play it, right? At your house with your own discretion and do your own thing. So I actually manipulated a lot of the vocal to match it with the, like sync it at the right BPM and be able to make it sound nice. So, but we'll talk about that later. Let's talk about this part. That's the other bass that's only at the start, at the end. It's a little hit, like bop, The break, the build up, like this comes in Logic. There's a riser, it's a synthesizer loop, just rises up, creates a nice build up. There's some white noise. This particular plugin has a send to a reverb that is very huge. So it has 20-second delay, 20 seconds. It's pretty big, and it creates the whole atmosphere like this. It's compressed, it's equalized to remove the rest of the stuff, so it actually sounds like this. That is just, it'll work for other stuff, but not for what we want here. So, but with the sidechain compression and the sample on top, it sounds like this. And you hear that little effect. So the actual, it creates some atmosphere, it creates some textures. So we don't have any music in those two bars, right? We only have some white noise, the fill, right there. And the actual vocal ends like, I think, right here. This is, for example, another Logic saves so much time. Like, dude, you have the little white noise with the sidechain compression loop fading down, just to create like a nice effect. And that's pretty much the Nirvana edit. Like, the rest of the stuff is actually going into the audio track and getting all these little parts. So every time you see this marker, is me moving the vocals to be able to like adjust to the. I remove all of these. This is how the actual vocal will sound like. Let's see. But when you add all the work that I did. Load up all guns, bring your friends, fun to lose, to pretend she's overboard, self-assured. So, treatment-wise, small EQ. This doesn't even have compression, because I imagine it already had a shitload of compression. Some reverb, some delay. Delay is just stereo, I think in half or eighths? No, fourths. Fourth and eighth. So it's actually the default preset of the stereo delay. What else can I tell you? Some parts have, again, the super big reverb to create more atmospheres, like effects. And then as far as the arrangement, it's pretty basic, like 8 bars introduction, another 8 bars of like a different scenario, right? We have also like the same pattern but changing, for example, from here, ba, 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 or the bass line, for example, here. Mimicking the same thing as top, creating the textures, the layers that you hear, and then the transition, the next 8 bars, which is this sound. Again, using an amplifier, this is a trans lead, like trans, bright gate lead. So without the amplifier, it sounds like pretty simple, right? Like there's nothing to it. It has some delay internally, some reverb, some delay. It's filtered. It's a preset, like that's all I wanted. And then I created this I distorted it, added some reverb, and it sounds like guitars, right? But so you gotta understand, this is again, put in 8s. It mimics the same rhythm, so it creates the rich texture of like it's a guitar, but you also have the bass. So it's basically how to use the same pattern or the same rhythms to create textures and make them bigger or sound like what they're not. In this case, a guitar, which is not, it's a synthesizer. And then on top we add this, again, same pattern, but this time with a different type of, with a synthesizer kind of intention than a guitar, so it adds more. Then is the rest is just little details like in the snares, like creating this fills, creating the space in between those spaces, those or for example here the snare, the fills to create, because the song is pretty repetitive by itself. It's just literally this pattern like the whole time. There's not much to it. And it's the same 3 keys. This is C, this is A sharp and D sharp. C, A, D. Pretty, dude, it's so simple. But it works. And then altogether it's even better. So that's pretty much the tutorial. Now let's talk about the mixing techniques if you want to. Again, only drums buzz to the drum buzz. The rest is all buzzed to the side chain. Even, I know that's it. Everything is buzzed to the side chain. These are just presets for, plugins for the delays, tape delays, reverbs. In the mastering channel, which I shouldn't have done that, but I did it because I want to save time. It has an equalizer, a multi-band compressor. It has the exciter, Logic one at 10 hertz, and then a limiter. That simple. Like, why I use this? It sounds good. I also don't have monitors or anything like that right now, so it's like my best bet. That's worked for me as far now. Last but not least, this is just the side chain, so it's not even, doesn't have no output, no input. It's just taking whatever the kick is and pulling that down while the other sounds be able to sound. So to give you an example, let's do this one. This is how it sounds with a lot of this is not even the sidechain compressor. Oh, 6. Oh, what? That's awesome. 6. None of this is in the sidechain compressor? Buzz 6. Where's buzz 6? Oh, might not even have a sidechain compressor. Well, I don't know what happened, but it should have a sidechain. No, don't open that, dude. God damn it, force quit. Alright. So, sidechain should have a sidechain like this, just so you know. What else is... Oh. That's how it sounds without it. this is how it sounds without the sidechain. I really don't know if I had a sidechain compressor there or not. I don't know if I deleted it or did something, but if it had the sidechain name, it should have had a sidechain compressor. Unless I'm sidechaining everything else differently. So that is the tutorial with a nice ending, surprising me even. I wonder if I really had it with the sidechain or not then. Or if this is just doing the drum part, so. Alright, let's stop recording. 26 minutes for a tutorial, not bad. I gotta look at it and then try it again. From there, oh, I have to do so much shit. Let's do my, how many seconds should we do per song? 10? 10 seconds? Should we do 10 seconds? Let's do 15. 15 is even better. New. Da 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 da. Yeah, create an audio. So we have to open. Let's start with number 3 because this is my favorite. And we want to create new tracks, buddy. Like, come on. No, don't do that, Logic. Why do you create -24 versions in my Dropbox? You is a... I hate when you do this, Logic. Like, why? Why are you creating references that you shouldn't? And now it's out of... Okay. So 15 seconds per track. We're gonna get the first one. This one, I know I want to hit it from like here too. I want to see the custom because I want to see everything. So however long this is what we're gonna do. Vandalism. Let's do half C's so we can get more. This one is, I know I want to get from here to us from here then. Cool. Not this one. That song is amazing. I guess I could do this. No, I don't want to show that part. I want them to hear it. So it'll be. Let's see. Cool. And this one is. This one will do it from here. No, from here. Yeah, bro. Let go, mouse. Thank you, dude. Yes. Now we got the 10 tracks. Those are the 10 videos I have to create. Wait, where is the export? It's an audio file. Well, I don't even have to do it. Oh, let's do it in desktop. Edit. No, and edits background. Let's do this. Yeah. Export. Can I do it for all? Oh, it's gonna waste so many time. Welcome to the future. And we don't need this. Don't save. Where is iMovie? So in theory, this is that simple. Oh yeah, the final. Yep. We are gonna need this. this is gonna be, well, the length of the videos. So let's do one by one. That's 16 seconds. Cool. So that is what we need to export, and export file next is oped IG. Let's do it in Dropbox, dude. I don't even want to waste time. And no. Dropbox, new folder, IG, create a oped save. This should be super quick, dude. Woo, now we got 9 to go. Yay. And then we can post all of them. Then I have to go do grown-up stuff. Cool. Thank you. Then we go for the next one, that is Canticos Bonitos. But why is this one longer if they're... How long is it? 16? Right there. Export, next. Canticos Bonitos IG. Next one is Parceros. Cool. Not this one. Done. This was 1510. Okay, so what is the other test you have to complete, dude? Like, you cannot play and do the same thing at the same time? Is that what it is? Parceros ID. Exportela y la siguiente que sigue es pop-up. Cool. Doom. Parceros. This. Ya quedan poquitas, man. Those 15 seconds is all we need. It's a teaser. This is Bob IG. The next one should be Poop Bop Loop. Cool. So you gotta export it. Let me know. Yeah. This one is perfect. Export next. Next one would be vandalism. Ya vamos por la mitad. Given then, I can do this. I wish I had a video for the vandalism one. We can make it later. So, boom. Cool. Vandalism IG. Then we have Jiggy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Does it already export? Yes. That is half the work done. Now Jiggy. And after Jiggy's, how does this one end? Mm-hmm. Ba-da-bum. Loro. Ooh. Then milk is the last one, and we can I can post all this stuff. I can check out the tutorial. Sweet. Do-do-do-do-do. Uh-huh. But and now we can go to should be this one, right? Maybe it's this one. Because I haven't finished. Cool. Alright, people. I gotta go do other stuff.